Good morning, everyone. Today is Monday, October 12th. It's Monday of the 28th week in Ordinary Time. This morning, I know I'm starting just a little bit early, but I do have a little appointment to go to here earlier this morning, so I needed to get my update done a little bit earlier. So it's going to be kind of straightforward, kind of a little recap of the weekend and just kind of a preview of what's coming up this week. So kind of the interesting thing was this weekend is that at Saturday evening we had a couple who was celebrating, I think, their 36th anniversary, and then in the afternoon I went to the home to bless a couple who had been married for 45 years. So some nice wedding anniversary things to celebrate this past weekend. In fact, on Saturday evening, a couple had me take pictures by the stained glass window by the baptismal font. They reenacted a picture from their wedding, so that was kind of fun to do after the Saturday evening Mass. And Sunday afternoon, I was met with my pre-support group. We try to meet every month, usually on the second Sunday in the afternoon, and we rotate through different parishes. There's 9 of us total, and usually if we get 6 to 8 people there, that's a good month. So we had 8 last night, so it's a good time to sit back, to talk to each other, to just kind of share what's going on in our assignments as priests, what's going on in our spiritual lives, also to helps to hear some perspectives and get some support from some fellow priests. So that was kind of my weekend, and it was beautiful weather too, so that was a nice bonus. And then coming up this week, on the calendar at least, there's not a lot of saints, I shouldn't say big saints, but there's not a lot of saints today and tomorrow. They are what we call ferial days. There are no saints assigned to the liturgical calendar at this point. And when we get to Wednesday, I have to look at my calendar real quick, we do have St. Callistus, who was an early pope and a martyr. Thursday, I do know it's St. Teresa of Avila, St. Teresa of Jesus, so that's a pretty well-known saint. And then let me see I knew on Friday we have some that are maybe a little bit more well-known, or maybe have people have devotion to. One's kind of local, so St. Hedwig, that feast day is on Friday. So that's a special day for the parish of Saints Adalbert and Hedwig. But then also too, and I know just this past weekend, I think they dedicated a statue to St. Hedwig. They made a little courtyard between the church and the rectory. And then also Saint Margaret Mary Alacoque, who was instrumental in the devotion to the Sacred Heart. So it's nice that her feast falls on a Friday this year. So that's kind of liturgically what's coming up. Just some of the things, just so you kind of get an idea. One of my duties also, in addition to my being pastor at St. John's and St. Michael's, is that I am the director of the Office for Divine Worship in the diocese. So this week, got a couple trips that I'm going to be taking to parishes that are looking at doing some possible renovations. It's one of my jobs is to help work with them to put together a plan that they can then submit to the bishop, and just to see what improvements or what changes they would like to make. So these are going to take me kind of down to the southeast corner of the diocese, down into Richland and Crawford counties on Tuesday and on Thursday. So it's a familiar area to me, at least, because I grew up in Shelby, which is in Richland County. But so it'll be nice. But I do know that that's part of it is the travel back and forth will probably eat up a lot of my day, especially tomorrow. So tomorrow morning's update will probably be a little bit early, because I'm going to try and get on the road to make that visit. Thursday, it's more of an late afternoon, early evening, because I think probably they may have a committee of people who are working on this project, and so sometimes it's easier to meet, after work hours. So I'll give you just a little insight on what I have coming up this week, and we're kind of following our normal schedule. So we have confessions starting at 5:30 tomorrow evening, going till 6:15, and then Mass at 6:30, Rosary following that. On Wednesday, there are confessions from 7 to 7:45, and then Mass at 8 o'clock, followed by adoration throughout the day, and then I will live stream benediction. And since this is October, I think starting at 6:30, I'm going to live stream recitation of the Rosary there before we start benediction. So that's going to start at 6:30 on Wednesday evening, and then we have our normal Thursday, Friday schedule with Mass at 8 a.m. So hope everyone has a wonderful week. I hope everyone had a great weekend. We'll continue to look out for each other, pray for one another, and I pray that God may bless you abundantly this day. Have a great day, everyone.